Welcome back to Farm and Hammer, everyone. This is day 2 of the week-long of daily vlogs. Today we're going to be focusing on the pigs. I've had a lot of questions about what we're feeding, paddock rotation, all sorts of things like that. So that's what we're going to get into today. First on the list, I have to mix up some feed for the pigs. Then we'll feed the pigs and then we'll move the pigs. Yeah, first on the list is grabbing more food and getting the fermentation process started. So here we are in the barn with all of the food in here. If you haven't seen the initial videos about getting this food, I'll give a brief explanation of where it came from, why we got it. So one of my friends, his family had some old prepper food for Y2K. So all these buckets here were emergency food, just in case anything happened. And these buckets are supposed to be good for 25 years. Anyway, it's about 20 some years old right now. And so they obviously never used them. And so they're ready to just get them out of the house and out of the storage. So I ended up getting all of these buckets for free. And back in the day, this would have been super expensive to buy. We had over 200 some buckets of this stuff. So in total, we have a ton of different kinds of things. We got some popcorn, some whole corn. We have some cornmeal. We have all different kinds of beans, which the pigs actually don't like. We have like 5 different kinds of rice and macaroni noodles, spaghetti noodles. Let's see what we got here. Some more beans. These 2 rows here are all rolled oats. And these 2 rows here are different kinds of wheat. We have hard red wheat, hard white wheat, baker's wheat, soft wheat. Yeah, just a bunch of different kinds of wheat. Lastly, over here we have some barley. We have some soybeans, cheese powder, butter powder, and then this row here is instant milk and regular milk. All of the ones out here do not have a label, so we don't know what they are, and we'll just have to open them and find out. So anyway, that's the backstory on all the food. I'm going to grab some wheat, some rolled oats, some corn, and then I'm also going to grab some, actually that's probably it for today. Okay, so these are our 2 buckets. We already had some, this is actually popcorn technically. We already had some corn in here. We have some that we've got 3 days into the fermentation process. This one here is milk. That one is tomato powder, which we've been mixing into all their feed. And this one here, try to grab this and show you. This is actually some wheat and oats that have been soaked for, I don't know, about 6 days now. So I grabbed 2 empty buckets. These are ones we already emptied. Pour some oats in there. So the oats I didn't put nearly as many because since these are already rolled, you just soak them for a day and they're perfectly fine to feed the pigs. So the wheat takes a little bit longer to ferment, so that's why I split it into 2. And we'll fill these both up with water. That one I'll put some actually tomato powder water in and get these things going. So as this absorbs water, obviously the water's slowly going to disappear, so we check it twice a day, add some more water if needed be. So obviously, since it is fermenting, there will be a tiny bit of alcohol. No, it's not like it's not like you could drink it and get drunk, but there will be a small portion of alcohol in this, and so this does actually smell like beer. So in, I don't know, 6 or 7 days, you come in this shop and it smells like you got a ton of beer. So now this one, it doesn't smell like beer because we added tomato, but it does have that alcohol smell to it. Corn here, I know it may be hard to see on camera, but this corn juice, it's really yellow. And this basically smells like apple cider vinegar. So it has a really oddly sweet smell to it. And like I said, it really smells like apple cider vinegar. I don't know why, but anyway, that's the corn. And obviously the oats were not fermenting, so they just soak for there to absorb all the water, and then we feed those. But so what we ferment, we do corn, we do wheat, we do barley, and if we have whole oats, we also do those. We like to have all three going at once, just so we can mix them. We feed equal parts to the pigs. This is the last major ingredient, and it is instant milk. Everything they miss in a traditional hog feed is hopefully made up by adding milk to all the other grains we're feeding. So they've managed to flip this over the wire, then root on it. You may notice the two big ones here, they're the ones that drink all the juice. That may explain why they're bigger, but they don't let these little ones get hardly any of the milk. So they're getting pretty big. You can maybe see what their ration looks like. So they've actually done enough damage to this paddock, so I'm going to now set up the new paddock, which is going to be right over here, and then we're going to move the pigs in later this afternoon. We need this and those two posts there. Grab their feeder. Some kind of old license plate for a trailer, it looks like. 85. Okay, check the fence one more time, everything looks okay. And now, here, pig. See if they come in. There they go. They got a big brush pile in there I tried to fence around. They may actually make a little bed in there and sleep in there. We'll see. So I've had a lot of questions recently about the pigs and when we're going to butcher them. These 4 are going to be butchered either late December or early January, depending on, a lot of things, how much room's in the freezer and all that. Yeah, it will be probably the first of the year before butcher dates are officially scheduled for these guys. We will be doing home butchering, and so we won't have to wait to get them into a processor. We're going to do all of it ourselves. And the reason why we're waiting that long is because these Idaho pasture pigs, at least mine so far, they put on a lot of fat. And I want them to get as big as possible. That way we hopefully have more meat on them instead of 50% fat. So this guy we've been working on thinning him down. He had so much fat on him he couldn't hardly walk. So we thinned him down. Hopefully they're going to put on some more meat and muscle before we butcher. Sure, they may weigh 300 pounds by then. At the moment, the 2 biggest ones I'd say are 200 something. 80 pounds of that may be fat. So anyway, that's why I'm waiting so long. And guys, the sun is setting. So anyway guys, I'm going to call it a day. I'm going to hopefully get this video edited and up for you on time. So anyway guys, I appreciate you all watching. And with that being said, I will see you guys tomorrow.